Till now, we were typing to talk with AI, but what if we could speak as well? What if AI can listen to what we are speaking? It can understand and remember that conversation and reply like a real assistant. That is what we are exactly going to build today. Today, we are building a voice enabled AI assistant where you will speak and AI will convert that voice into text and it will understand your question and response will come after that. And it also maintain the full conversation history as well. So no typing, just talking. Today is day 25 of 30 days of AI coding challenge, and we have achieved so far, we have reached till this point. That's really a great achievement, everyone. So this challenge is structured in a way that you learn by doing, build the app step by step in Streamlit in Snowflake, and make sure you complete all the challenges to understand this today's challenge. And let's start with the demo. So this is day 25 voice interface. So this is what we are going to do today. In the sidebar, we can see all the settings. So you have to record your voice, this say what you want, right? Instead of typing, and it will just convert that and you will see the response on the right hand side. So how you can do that? Just click on this. Can you help me to understand what are the different type of Streamlit methods do we have? Then stop this, okay? And then you can see it's running, it's transcribing my audio and now generating a response. There are two steps over here, okay? See, first of all, the default message first you understand, okay? This is the conversation, and in that you will see this is the default message that's showing up. And for my response, whatever I speak, right, it has converted, right? Can you understand what a different method do we have, right? Then you can see text display, these are the one. Input, these are the one. Media, these are the one. Display, data display, these are the one. Chart like this, okay? So it's look very good, right? Let me ask some other question. Hi, this is Sudeep Kumar. How can you help me? It's generating response. See, you see? It has converted my audio into text and now it's generating response. So it looks very cool. It's keeping the history as well. That is also very good. And even using the configuration over here. So there is a setting option. Stage status means it's where the your voice input, voice data, audio, it's been stored in Snowflake stage. That is what it's showing. And what is this database and schema for the stage. And if you clear the chat from here, it will clear the whole chat. You see? Okay, you see, chat is clear. Let's start with the code walkthrough. Okay, day 25, let's hide this and understand step by step. Okay, so first is initializing the session state. So these are all variables, voice messages. We are just starting because we'll store all these messages in this itself, and then we'll store it in the Snowflake stage. So we are just checking, initializing this, and if it's blank, then it will show by default this one, right? The default message. You see, this is the default message. Okay. And after that, it's also initializing the processed audio ID to track the unique audio in the process. Okay. Now, sidebar layout, it's creating the sidebar. First of all, you can see this all what it's creating. It's creating the title, subheading, audio input. So st.audio underscore input is a method in Streamlit that you can use to receive the audio input. Okay, you can receive the audio input from here. Cool. Now, after that, we are using the AI underscore transcribe function in the Snowflake to transcript, to change, right? To convert that audio into text. But before that, we need to create a stage. This is a stage configuration. So we're creating a stage for that, full stage name. Okay. After that, we are displaying that conversation, right? Before processing. So before processing anything, we need to maintain the history, right? So what we are doing here, so here in the subheader conversation, right? In this one, we are adding we are seeing whether what's the chat available. And if the chat is there for that particular role, we are showing this. Okay. Now, and also starting a new container, which is a status container. When you say something, it will the spinner will run. Okay, for that container should be there. Now, audio processing with deduplication. They are making sure that the audio should be not should be unique, right? The name of the audio should be unique so that it should not override the previous one. Okay, and it should maintain the naming convention. So for that, we are just checking if audio is having some audio. Okay, it will read the bytes, it will convert it into MD5 and the hash so that it can give that as a processing audio ID. You see, this was the second variable that we created in the session state. So we are keeping that in the session state. Now, transcription. Transcription means converting the audio into the text using the byte IO functionality. Okay, and we are using put underscore stream method to put that audio file into on the staging Snowflake stage area. Okay, once that is available, we have placed that into the staging. Now we are using AI transcribe function and pointing that to an audio file and converting that into a text. So you can see we are running that SQL and loading that data, getting the text into the variable transcript. Now understand this chat history. So you are a friendly voice assistant. Okay, this is the context, building the context. Okay, and providing the chat history. Okay, so this is the context. Now we are starting adding more history to the context. So what we are doing, whatever history is there in the messages, okay, we are actually concatenating that all, and we are basically see what we are doing for each of the messages. We are just doing like if it's a role is equal to user, then mention user, otherwise assistant. So that role and message, that all we are doing. And in that we are adding a transcript, whatever recent transcript that we got from above, right? That is what we are keeping for the user. Okay, it means the user is now telling this. So now next is a response. Once we got the transcript, we are sharing that context to the LLM simply using a call underscore LLM function, which we created in earlier days as well. That's same. Now, once that is done, we're getting the response, but everything is there inside a spinner. Okay, it's showing generate response. There were two spinners, right? First is transcribing, another is like generating response. So once we got the response from the LLM function, we are just appending that into this voice messages, which is basically the chat history. Okay, so we are appending that this is what the response we got from the assistant. Okay, and then rerun. Now clear chat history. If something someone click on that clear button, it will clear all. Okay, this one, it will clear all, and it will by default this will be there in the voice underscore messages in the session state. Okay, now another important point is that there are a lot of new things that you will learn today. First is st.audio underscore input, which is a widget in sidebar. If you want to learn more, refer to this documentation and put it in the description. Okay, like what all in input it can take, what are the properties for that, right? And apart from that, AI transcript function, which the link for that is here. So what it's doing, what it can do, what kind of language it can convert. Okay, those all supported languages are also there. What kind of media format, MP3, MP4 it can convert, right? This is very good, really good. You can deep dive into that. And these are two important concepts that we learned today. Okay, rest all is remains the same. Okay, so this is what in the code walkthrough for day 25. So we learned today that how a speech gets converted into a text, how AI remember that conversation, and how we can build a voice-based AI app. This is Sudeep Kumar. If you want to see more of my videos, make sure you like the video, subscribe the channel, and do share with your friends. Try your own voice input with some different kind of instructions as well and see how AI responds. And comment down once you complete today's challenge. Tomorrow we'll do very interesting subject for the challenge, which is Snowflake Cortex agents. So we'll learn how to build those agents. Okay. Thanks for watching. Till then, take care. Bye bye.